1984 by George Orwell. Chapter 1. The clocks strike 13. It was a bright cold day in April, and the clocks were striking 13. With that single, unsettling sentence, George Orwell introduces us to a world where something is fundamentally broken. A clock striking 13 doesn't just mean a new time zone, it means a reality that has been artificially altered by those in power. In Chapter 1, we meet Winston Smith. He lives in Airstrip 1, a bleak, decaying province of Oceania. But the physical decay isn't the scariest part of Winston's world. The scariest part is the telescreen. The telescreen is a television that cannot be turned off. It broadcasts party propaganda 24/7. But more importantly, it watches you back. Every sound you make, every facial expression, is monitored by the thought police. When this book was written in 1948, the idea of a two-way screen in every home was pure science fiction. But let's look at the world of 2026. We don't have telescreens forced upon us by a dictator. We bought them ourselves. We carry them in our pockets. We put them on our wrists. We put smart speakers in our bedrooms and smart cameras on our doorbells. Our devices track our location, our heart rate, what we buy, and what we whisper about near our phones. Orwell feared a world where the government would install cameras in our homes. He didn't predict that we would wait in line for hours to buy the cameras ourselves and gladly accept the terms of service. But Chapter 1 introduces something even more insidious than surveillance, the 2 minutes hate. Every day, the citizens of Oceania must sit in front of the telescreen and watch a video of Emmanuel Goldstein, the enemy of the state. For 2 minutes, the crowd screams, throws things, and works themselves into a violent, frothing rage. The party doesn't do this just to punish Goldstein. They do it because shared hatred is the most powerful way to unite a crowd. It exhausts the citizens' emotional energy so they have no energy left to rebel against the party. Does the 2 minutes hate sound familiar in 2026? Open your social media feed. The algorithm is designed to find whatever upsets you the most and put it right at the top of your screen. Every day, we log on for our own digital 2 minutes hate. We find the main character of the day on the internet, we scream at them in the comments, we feel a brief rush of moral superiority, and then we close the app exhausted, anxious, and perfectly compliant. Winston realizes he is trapped. So, what does he do? He commits the ultimate crime. Thought crime. He buys a beautiful, blank, analog diary. He sits in a tiny alcove in his apartment, just out of sight of the telescreen, and he starts to write. In Oceania, having a private thought is a death sentence. By writing his thoughts down, Winston has signed his own death warrant. In 2026, we don't execute people for writing in diaries. But privacy is still an act of rebellion. In a world that demands you post every thought, photo, and opinion online for public consumption, simply keeping a thought to yourself is a radical act. Winston writes, "Down with Big Brother." He can never go back. The rebellion has begun in his mind. Next up, we dive into Chapter 2 and the terrifying reality of a society where children are trained to spy on their own parents. Class dismissed.